Here's the fastest way to go from 30% to 12% body fat. I have lost fat 3 times in my life, and I recently helped a client lose 10 pounds in under 23 days. So in this video, I'm going to break down the true proven way to go from 30% to 12% body fat without starving yourself, doing hours of unnecessary cardio, or having a diet you hate. But first, I need to start with the 3 biggest mistakes almost everyone makes when they try to lose fat, which I personally also made. And the first one is going too extreme. So a few months ago when I wanted to lose fat, I started eating less, cutting down on my calories, because I knew I need to be in a calorie deficit if I want to lose fat. But after a few days of doing it, I started having low energy, my workouts were very exhausting, I was tired, I was sometimes like even freezing, even though like it was summer, and I was like feeling weird, even like a bit sick. And I realized I had cut down on calories too much. I was eating like chicken, rice, and I was also like getting insane cravings, thinking of food a lot. And I just realized it's not good to cut down on calories too much and go like too extreme, because you'll probably end up just going back to your old habits and eating too much, starting to eating junk food, and it's just not sustainable. So that's the first mistake most people do. They going too extreme. You don't want to do that. You just want to make it sustainable and eat in a way where you can lose fat but still like feel good and have energy. And that leads me to the second mistake, which you must avoid if you don't want to end up skinny fat, because it's ignoring building muscle. If you don't lift weights, eat a lot of protein while you're losing fat, you will just end up skinny fat, be ugly, don't have a good physique. You want to be lean and muscular, not only lean. You need to build muscles to actually have a good physique. And building muscles also helps with losing fat. So don't ignore building muscles when you're trying to lose fat. And the third mistake is so common, like almost everyone does it, and is ignoring sleep. So before the summer, when I tried to get 6-pack abs, I did everything. I was eating good, training, but I still didn't lose that last layer of fat. I had kinda abs, but I wasn't like ripped. And that's when I realized it's my sleep. I was only sleeping like 5-6 hours. So I started focusing more on my sleep, getting 7 hours, 7.5 hours, 8 hours some days. And in just like 1-2 weeks, I finally got ripped. I got those abs I wanted. So don't ignore your sleep. Get over 7 hours every night. And by the way, I'm doing free coaching calls right now. So if you're an entrepreneur, executive, or professional, you can get personal help from me on a call. Just click the top link in the description. Book one if you want. I've gotten really good feedback. So now you know the 3 biggest mistakes you need to avoid. So let's get into exactly what you need to do to go from 30% to 12% body fat. A few weeks ago, I was having a coaching call with a 40-year-old plus busy entrepreneur who wanted to get in better shape, but he didn't want help with losing fat because he had already done it. He told me on the call that he had lost 22 pounds in 6 weeks. So I was really curious, like, yeah, how did you do it? That's like really good. And what he said shocked me, because he said he had lost 22 pounds by only changing his diet and doing no exercise. He only ate more protein, less calories, and stopped having junk food. And that's when I realized you can literally lose all your fat with only like changing your diet. And improving your diet is so powerful if you want to lose fat. And it's very simple too. You start by having more protein. Personally, I'm aiming for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So I'm around 190 pounds. So I have 190 grams of protein at least every day. Because our body burns calories when we digest protein. And we also build muscles, which also help us burn more calories, lose fat. And it also keeps us full. So we will eat less throughout the day. But then you also need to be in a calorie deficit. But how do you know that? So take your body weight in pounds. Let's say you are 200 pounds. Then multiply it with 12. So 200 times 12, that's 2,400. And that's how many calories you should eat per day. And then you can adjust it along the way based on the progress. If you lose fat too fast, then you can eat a bit more. If you don't really lose fat, then you can have a bit less calories. But if you're a busy man, maybe you have your own business, or you have like a really stressful job, you don't want to count calories, count protein every day. I feel you. I'm the same way. But the good news is you don't even need to. I don't like track calories, count protein, because I have a method that allow me to not do it. And that's exactly what I do with my clients too. I have a diet plan with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then I just make a diet plan of what I'm gonna eat that make me get at least 190 grams of protein, and then also like hit my calorie intake, what I'm aiming for. But this way is so easy. So I have wrote down like my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, what I'm gonna eat. And I eat like similar every day. I have the same breakfast, the same lunch every day. Then the dinner, it can be a bit different. But basically I wrote down how I'm gonna eat in a day, and then counted how much protein and calories I will get from that. And then I just make sure to eat that every day. I get results from it. I know it works. I know I hit my protein goal, and I'm not eating too much calories in that way. So I just do that every day. I don't need to track anything. That's the best way. Just eating the same meals every day and knowing you are in a calorie deficit, you hit your protein goal. This is exactly what I do with my clients, and it works really good for them. They are busy. They have their own businesses. They don't want to spend time tracking. I made a diet plan for them. They just follow it. So that's what you can do. Make a diet plan for yourself and just follow it. And the diet plan should include a lot of meat, a lot of eggs, healthy carbs, some vegetables, just healthy food, nutrient dense foods. And then another mistake so many does, they think, oh, a calorie is just a calorie, so I can eat junk food if it matches my calories. But no, you can't do that, because it's not only about calories. If you have some ice cream, if you have a donut, you will decrease your testosterone, you will have low energy after, and you will get a lot of calories without actually getting some nutrients, and it's not keeping you full, so it will just mess up your energy levels so much and your immune system. So avoid junk food. Even if it fits your calories, just avoid it. It will make losing fat so much easier. No high sugar foods, no fast food. Stop all that if you're really serious about losing fat. It's what you need to do. If you don't sacrifice for your body becomes a sacrifice. But losing fat will be really hard if you don't follow the next step. So after I got lean for this summer, it was kind of hard to like stay lean until I discovered this one thing. So what I started doing was I started walking 30 minutes a day. And after I did that, staying lean became much easier. So start walking for at least 30 minutes a day. It's great for your metabolism, burning calories. And the more you walk, the more fat you will lose. But at least 30 minutes. And you can get in those 30 minutes pretty easy, even if you're super busy. Because I'm also busy working on my business. But a very good tactic is, if you're gonna walk 30 minutes a day, divide it into 3 walks. So you can do like 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the middle of the day, and 10 minutes in the evening. So in that way, you can work for a few hours, then you go for a 10-minute walk, and it will be actually nice. As you come home, you work for another few hours, then you take a 10-minute walk. You can have one before going to sleep to just calm down. So you make it very easy instead of just going 30 minutes at once. So start walking at least 30 minutes, 1 hour if you can. And another very good tip, if you're working at home, you got your own business, or you just like working online, then get a walking pad. So it's basically a small treadmill. You just have it with at your desk. You can work while you walk. Then you do that for like 1-2 hours every day. You can be in calls, have meetings, watch some videos, write things. If you use like a AI to help you do that with like voice to text, walking will help you. But if you really want to have a good physique and lose fat easier, you can't skip this last step. Because a few weeks ago, when one of my clients had lost 10 pounds, I looked at the pictures of the transformation. He had gotten like a good physique, and I thought, this is because he's also been lifting weights, hitting the gym 3 times a week. That's why his physique looks good now. He have gotten leaner and become more muscular. And that was because he went to the gym. So the last step is go to the gym. Train your full body 3 times a week. This will boost your metabolism, help you burn more calories, and also make you just have a better physique once you lose the fat. And actually like make you feel strong, feel good. Like the feeling after a workout is great. This is how you're gonna go from 30% to 12% body fat. And if you're an entrepreneur, executive, or professional, and you want my personal help to get you to 12% body fat, build a lean muscular physique, just go book a call with the link in the description. I will give you some advice on the call, and you will have a chance to work with me one-on-one. And if you want to lose 30 pounds before 2026, then go watch this video right here, where I cover exactly what I do to do that. Become Jack Potter. Bah!